Hi, my name is Jason Young, and I make videos about health, fitness, and high performance. And today I'm talking about how I escaped this trap that made me over $100,000. And what that was dumpster diving and selling it on eBay. And you're like, you made $100,000 dumpster diving? Yeah. Started in high school doing this, and the first time I ever did it, I went and I checked a CVS dumpster and I pulled out like 7 or 8 packs of these adult underwear that had like padding for bladder leaking. But I sold that for $40 a piece. And then I was like, wow, that was that was really easy. Like I wonder if I can do that again. So I just started ramping it up and hitting more stores. So in my teenage years, this was absolutely amazing. I'd be hitting Walgreens, CVS, vitamin shops, GNCs, and pulling out tons and tons of stuff and then selling that online. And I see all my friends doing their little like minimum wage jobs. And I'm like, I got my little side hustle here. And it was really fun, but like it goes down the road and you keep going and then you get the idea, why not try to make more money? But the thing is, there's only so many CVS's, GNCs around you. So now you have to drive farther away and farther away. And they don't always have something in the dumpster. And it's this diminishing returns where the bigger you try to get, the more work you have to put in. And I once fell into this trap of how like I thought if I put like 5 hours in a day, I could get more money out. So I'd be like retyping my eBay listings, I'd be retyping all this stuff, optimizing my marketing campaigns, and like what I had to realize is it's about the dollars per hour you put in. And when I started thinking about it like that, I realized, oh, like this isn't what I thought it was. I thought this was like some business thing. I thought like, oh, I'm an entrepreneur. It's like kinda. I mean, you're selling shit out of a dumpster, but I mean, I clean stuff up. But like for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, like here are some examples. I'll show you some pictures of mine, but if you just Google, well, this is vitamin shop dumpster. I mean, that's literally what it looked like, and most of that stuff is unexpired. And the stuff in the puddle is pretty bad unless it's a plastic label, in which case you can clean it. If it's cardboard, it's just completely trash. But those are very small hauls. Typically, I could go out and if I drove for 3 to 4 hours, come back with between $200 to $300 worth of stuff. So I mean, it's better than door dashing, but it's also a lot less reliable, and you have to do like your own stuff in order to make it work. So here's some photos of what I actually managed to pick up myself. So we're gonna go here. Give me a quick second. I'm gonna change this to let's see if this goes. Nope. Okay, I will figure that out later. But view extra large icon. Here are just some photos I have. These right here, that's like 30 packages that I sold. This image, which I wish I could show you. Okay, there we go. I figured it out. So, anyways, here is that's just a typical haul that I'd get. You see some energy drinks here. That's some supplies from Staples. That looks like some software from Staples. Get some other softwares, some supplements over here. That's just what my typical eBay weeks would look like. I was doing about $100 to $200 a day. I mean, you are slightly more limited now because eBay is absolutely retarded, and they'll go like, "No, bad boy, like you can't, no selling expired stuff. Like no, like we don't want that." But when it comes to collecting the fee from you, yeah, they don't give a shit. It's like you can sell expired stuff, and when I say expired, it's not like anything gross. I'm not saying expired fish oil or protein powders. I'm putting it in the title, but it's like expired magnesium, honey. Like honey doesn't expire. And my reviews are great. I'm 5 star sell on eBay, but it's like eBay would go, "Bad boy, you're selling expired stuff. We're gonna ban your account for a week." It's like, really? Like you didn't have any issue with this when I was making a bunch of money, and like it's just when someone complains, they'll give you a little slap, and it's the most annoying and condescending thing because they don't give a shit. They're happy to collect their money. The other thing is, right there, I got a giant haul of some softwares. So I did $1,000 a day that day, actually more than $1,000 that day. Yeah, so that's finishing up the rest of the day right here, and then the second day I did a shit ton. That was the most money I ever made in a single day from dumpster diving. Uh, that is on the good side for a haul. So that's like just one dumpster. And the thing is, sometimes, and they've started doing this more, they will destroy the stuff. So they'll just absolutely cut everything to pieces. They'll toss fish oil and other things on it. But sometimes you get lucky and you just find a giant trash bag full of unexpired goods. And like, yeah, that happens. And that trash bag's like $500-$600. That's the first time I made that much money. These are some older images. Yeah, that's got that from Staples. That's tax software they throw out. Each of these yellow ones were worth about $40. The greens were worth about 10. The oranges were like 50 to 60. Thousands of dollars literally get tossed out. Found a Walgreens, they literally tossed out cigarettes. Wasn't the best for me back then because I was still smoking, but yeah, you can find cigarettes. This is CVS. We got all this coffee over here, all this baby stuff. That looks like some sparkling water, some granola bars, and yeah, they'll just toss this in the dumpster. And you don't have to say it's from a dumpster on eBay, but you clean it up. I mean, I've eaten many of this stuff. This is the first time I ever made $500. We found dumpster condoms. We didn't use them. That's kind of disgusting, but yeah, I mean, the stuff you'll find is so freaking weird. Like my friend thought he found a body in a dumpster once, but he called the cops and the cops checked it out, and it turned out that I don't know actually what it was, but like there was liquid in the dumpster and it was red like blood. I think it was a raccoon that got crushed or something, but freaked him the hell out. And then there's also some great memories I have from doing it. Like you wake up early in the morning and sometimes you just see these really beautiful sunsets, well, sunrises. This was a construction site that was tossing out. They finished up building the houses, so they're getting rid of all these brackets. These over here, I think, were hurricane brackets that went for like $50 a piece. These for like 10 to 15. I mean, all this together, I sold for over $1,300, and I just shipped everything in priority flat rate boxes. So yeah, that's it for that. And then we're gonna go to here. If you do want to do this, it's extremely simple. All you need is some bubble wrap. I recommend buying it from Walmart, not off Amazon, but small bubble wrap for anything glass. Need some poly bags, and once this page loads up, it's just simple poly mailers like that. Oh, you're gonna need some shipping tape, but you can just buy that in bulk. You need labels. Let me just load these up quickly. Once it comes through, we'll be fine. Anyways, these are 8.5 by 11 labels. there's two labels per page. I've tried printing them out on regular copy paper and taping them. It's horrible. There we go. Look at that. So I mean, when I used to do this, I'd buy everything in bulk, and then this is a shipping scale. You need to weigh stuff. I mean, it's super easy to do, but what I had to realize and how I realized it was I went to this conference for self development in Miami, and I was there and I was talking to everyone, and they're like, "Oh, what do you do?" I'm like, "I have my business. And I sell supplements online and stuff." They're like, "Oh, that's so cool." And like, they're all jealous of me because I'm not telling them exactly what I do. Because I mean, big surprise. Once it's out there, it's kind of out there. And I mean, I've moved on from this, which is why I'm sharing it. But the thing is, you can get trapped in these modes of this is working, this is making money. Maybe I can double down, put more work into it. And I mean, I've tried that, and I was talking to everyone. They're like, "Oh, why don't you scale?" I'm like, I can't. Like, I optimized my own little system. I had this whole thing set up. It wasn't scalable at all. Like, if I hire someone else, okay, now they know the location of and there are good producing dumpsters and bad producing dumpsters, and I can make more things if you comment questions down below. But it's like now they know how to do it, so I no longer like have the whole thing is like knowing where the stuff is. If I just tell someone else, oh, you can go here, 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 and I'll pick the stuff up from your list, it doesn't work. And there's no real good way to scale this up. You're limited by how far you drive. Like, I would make these routes where it'd be like 4 hour routes, and I try to hit all the CVS's in a row. But end of the day, like, you're hoping to make money. Like, this isn't something you figure out where it's like you do this, this, and this, and you get this outcome. The more you do this, the more you get this outcome. It's not like some direct marketing sales thing you can do. It was hope I get lucky today, and it's really nice and so much fun when you find stuff. Now, like it's amazing how much people throw away, how much value is in it. But you need to reflect on what you want. Like, are you making something that is scalable? Are you like, is this? Can you build upon this? Is this going to be like give you the lifestyle that you want in the future? Enlisting on eBay is the most boring thing you can ever do. And it's just after hours on your phone, bent over, scanning UPCs, blah, 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 blah. You're just typing stuff in. But I eventually realized that, and I realized what eBay entitles and how it limits you. And I've since moved on from there. I'll make videos talking about what I'm doing now a little down the road. But I just want to share this lesson. Like, the thing that freed you at one point, you have to re-examine, look at stuff, and always question whether or not it's serving you in the way you want it to. Because there was a time where when I was doing those 4 or 5 hours a day, I was chugging energy drinks. I was addicted to caffeine. I was just putting stress on my body, thinking if I do this long enough, I can figure out how to make more money from it, or like I can somehow optimize all this stuff. You can't really. Yeah, I was gonna say you can't turn poop into diamonds, but I'm pretty sure you can if you compress it and heat it up enough. But like optimize you can't optimize a mouse's workout routine so that they can lift 1,000 pounds. You just can't do it. Like, sometimes you have to look at the base thing that you're doing and is this gonna get me where I want, or is this just the step I need to take in order to continue on my journey? So yeah, let me know. I'll make some more videos talking about the specifics of this. Let me know anything in the comments if you want to hear whatever you want to hear about dumpster diving. I mean, I'm not doing this anymore, so yeah, I'll give away all my secrets. And if you're in high school, you can make a lot of money. You can avoid working some minimum wage job as a cashier, and it's a lot more fun, especially if you do it with a friend or two. But if you do with a friend or two, I definitely would worry about people don't always carry their weight.